Hi friends, Wade Baldwin with Freedom Echo here, and in this video I want to talk about the power of vulnerability. The power of vulnerability. So what's more impacting? Someone who's faking authenticity or someone who's real and showing their true selves? Yeah, it's someone who's showing themselves as they are. It requires you to be vulnerable in order to do that. Being able to let people in to see your flaws and recognize the power in that. It's the human element. Otherwise, you might as well go to the cinema because, they're just acting the part. Uh, I mean, you've probably seen those videos. Somebody's standing right next to a Lamborghini and showing the perfect, amazing life, flawless, everything else. Like, it doesn't matter where you're at in life, successful, not successful, super, lots of money. I mean, everybody has life struggles. Rich people have struggles just like the rest of us. No matter how far you get, there's always further you can go. That's the beauty of enjoying the journey. Striving for excellence is a journey in trying to perfect certain areas of your life and continually getting better. And understanding, of course, that achieving perfection, it's a worthy pursuit, but you've got to realize you're never going to get there, right? Because no matter how far you go, there's still further that you can go. Um, but one of my mentors said it best: imperfect action plus consistency equals inevitable success. So let me say that again: imperfect action plus consistency equals inevitable success. So the key is taking action. And of course, being as consistent as possible. It's not about majoring in the minor details. It's about taking that action, being consistent. And, you know, those of us who are perfectionists certainly can appreciate the analysis paralysis, which you're just thinking about it forever and over analyzing, and you never take action because it's never going to meet that perfectionist standard. Myself, I've always struggled with the fear of what people think of me, or what will people think of me if I do such and such or take certain actions. Enough so that it's cost me many, many years of missed opportunities and basically halting my action, not putting myself out there, not taking those risks, and as a result, of course, missing those opportunities. And if you're not progressing forward, you're usually taking steps backwards or staying stagnant. Not a good place to be. When I was a kid, I lived my life for my parents. I got good grades, I stayed out of trouble, tried my best to be what they wanted me to be, and after so many years of that, when I got a bit older in my late teens, it backfired in a major way. I started to rebel against my parents, and at that point, it basically took me in the complete opposite direction. I was punishing myself and destroying myself, basically, as well at that point. And for years, with the silly mindset that, oh, this will show them. As I'm destroying myself, this will show them um, that I'm going to be what you don't want me to be. Then, yeah, that's healthy. And oh my gosh, yet again, I was still not living for me. And all the while, I was with a certain crowd and trying to fit the mold that of what they wanted me to be or who they thought I was. Still, living to try and meet other people's expectations and not be the real me. And coming to that realization It's taken me a lot of work. It's taken me almost half a decade to finally get to the point that I'm living life for me now. I do my best to make choices for me now that are best for me and that will take me in that forward progressing direction. And I also try to do my best to make choices that are best for my family, but with the same in the same step that as long as they're still good for me as well, because the most important thing I've realized is who who is the most important person in the world, and it's me. And I hope for you, you said it's you, because I mean, it's not about being right or wrong either, right? But it's about recognizing where you place your value. I'm not saying you have to think that you're the most important person in the world, but for me, in answering that question, what it means is that I value myself enough that I can put myself first when making choices. And I, I now can say I'm on a lifelong journey to become the person that I was meant to be, to achieve and fulfill the potential that I was born with, striving for excellence, and of course, understanding that it's a target versus a destination. But I want to share a story. I was in a group exercise today, and it was a phenomenal experience. We were sharing some, sensitive personal stories and personal challenges, if you will. I mean, one of the group members, one of my friends, was sharing their story, and they got vulnerable and were showing their emotion. And immediately, the entire group latched onto that and recognized that immediate power and were just sucked into this amazing moment of camaraderie and synergy and power and empathy and just an overall amazing experience to understand that when people get vulnerable, it's that emotion that automatically triggers that emotion in us. And, it brings a whole new level of real and an experience, because it's those experiences that are what going to help us basically learn, because we can learn by reading and listening and sometimes even doing, but without an experience, it's just not the same. It's going to take that much more. It's almost like, I would say, an experience is probably 100, if not 1,000 times more valuable than the written word or audible lessons, because it strikes, in here. It hits deeper than the brain. And where's our subconscious? It's under that level, but it's also that emotion that really resonates and can immediately affect that subconscious. Uh, I hope that makes sense, and I hope that any of the information that I've shared in this video is helpful, and you've enjoyed watching. I really appreciate your time, and don't forget to SSL, subscribe, share, and like, and I'll see you in the next video.